Hey guys, what is going on? It is Deary here today, and today I'm going to be talking to you about why I think that Season 2 DLC for Star Wars Battlefront 2 will be a solo season. Not Clone Wars, it will be the solo season. Okay guys, so I believe that Season 2 DLC will be a solo season for a number of reasons. The first one being that the new film comes out in 2 months. Disney will want promotion for this. They want extra promotion, which will make sense for them to do a DLC within a Star Wars game, considering it's a Star Wars movie that's coming out. It makes total sense for them to drop a solo season to help promote their new film. Now, the second reason would be the Hoth skins. Now, we've got, well, supposedly been teased 3 new Hoth skins. It seems like they will do the Han and Leia stuff after Luke. So after we've had Luke, we'll then have another 6 weeks for Han and Leia, which is 7 weeks in total from the time that I'm recording this video. Now 7 weeks from now will take us up to 7 weeks is what, about almost 2 months. So it would take us to probably the end of April, near the end of April, and very near the beginning of May. Now the new film drops on May 24th. That's sort of just over the middle of the month of May. So, after the Hoth seasons stop, we'll have about a month of nothing before the new film drops. Now, they wouldn't drop a DLC whilst the Hoth skins are going on, otherwise they wouldn't have made the Hoth skins drag out so long. It just wouldn't make any sense at all. It seems like the only reason they've dragged out the Hoth skins for so long is to, give us something to do before the DLC season, okay, which will be solo because of the way that it's been done, the way they've dragged it out. Now, for me, I predict that at the end of the Hoth skins, we're going to get a trailer. We haven't had another DLC trailer yet. It's been 3 months since the last DLC. It makes sense for them to drop one somewhat soon, and we haven't even had a trailer, which is why I think that as soon as the Hoth skins end, we're going to get a trailer for the solo DLC. The trailer will drop a month before the DLC. It does make sense, guys. It makes total sense for them to do that. Now, another thing I want to comment on is The Last Jedi season. Now, this was event-based to go out with the film. It would make sense that they would have had that in planning before the game was released, because the films are planned in so far in advance. It would make sense for them to plan the game DLCs along with the films for extra promotion, which is what happened with Last Jedi. So I believe it will happen with the solo DLC. Now, also with Last Jedi, we got 1 week before the film's release of new DLC content, and then 3 weeks after the release of the film as extra DLC content. It lasted a whole month. I can definitely see them doing that again. So if they were to release DLC a week before the solo film, that's the 17th of May. That's mid-month. So if they were to release a game trailer for the DLC after the Hoth skins, it's only half a month between that trailer and the new DLC. That is pretty much the gap that most trailers and DLCs have for pretty much any game. I'm thinking of Call of Duty off the top of my head. So, there's a lot pointing at the fact that we're most likely to get a DLC in May. Now, another thing is that it just wouldn't make sense to drop a new DLC at the end of March along with the new progression patch. We don't know when it's coming out, but we're assuming soon, particularly as it has been tweeted that it will be coming soon. They're just finishing it up now by Dennis over on Twitter. I think he's one of the main game developers for this game. The progression system update is almost done. It wouldn't make sense for them to drop a DLC at the end of March and then 2 months later have another DLC. It's such a tight-knit gap, It's such a tight-knit gap. I mean, it's been 3 months since the last DLC. We haven't heard anything about the new one, really. Like, not at all. I know DICE and EA have communication stuff that prevents them from talking about this. I know they did mention it, but it just doesn't make sense for them to drop a Clone Wars DLC, which is what everybody wants, myself included, now at the end of March, and then 2 months down the line, not even 2 months down the line, when the new film comes out, another DLC. It's just too short a time. And also, I don't think that DICE would have enough time to develop 2 DLC seasons as well as redoing the progression. Okay, they just don't have enough time to do all of that at all. They're so pushed for time already. It just doesn't make sense for them to drop the Clone Wars DLC. So yeah, guys, that's why I think we're going to get a solo DLC for the next DLC. I have to say, it's a bit disappointing. I do want the Clone Wars DLC, as does everybody else. But I'm coming to accept the fact that we're going to get a solo DLC, and I'm really starting to think about what I would like from a solo DLC. So that I'm going to do a video on that later on in the week. So guys, if you liked this video, please leave a like down below. If you don't think it's going to be a solo DLC, please comment on why you think it will be something other than solo DLC. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on this matter. But yeah, guys, this has been Diggory. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.